Hey agents, been in Midtown for a little bit. Just getting out of Tech's way while they repaired Isaac's databases. All does seem to be in good working order now. It's just in time too, because Natalya and her Black Tusk are close to making their move on DC. This on the back of a new alliance with General Anderson and his true sons. All while riding an enhanced fleet of hovercrafts behind the cover of mortar fire. Rolling out the red carpet for them, Charles Chunks Crawford, a former electronics technician nuke for the US Navy. He was tasked with operating and maintaining submarine reactors. Oddly enough, he got his call sign Chunks because he couldn't manage the erratic motion of Navy surface vessels. It was his seasickness that prompted him to request a transfer to his post as ETN. Personality pattern for that job are people's psychological instability and sadistic tendencies that have nothing to lose and who hold very little, if any, regard to their own safety. Careers don't tend to last long in that line of business, as sailors are often discharged due to stress or behavioral issues. I hope this gives you a little bit of an insight to who you're dealing with. Chunks is a crew stationed at the Potomac. He's been able to put an uptick on morale, which had recently taken a dive to lack of food variety. Reports are his men found a small isolated civilian community north of the city, which they tracked and occupied, leaving behind a couple of guards to make sure they could maintain a weekly supply of harvest from the farm there, while additionally setting up a stockpile for bad weather. Reports are he's reached out to Sokolova about potential transportation to get these provisions out to other teams. It also seems that during these communications he sought confirmation on rumors regarding outcasts and rogues working together, them pulling off some type of chemical or nuclear attack around St. Louis. Sokolova dismissed the gossip, apparently based off conversations she herself has had with McManus. But I really don't like how she's brushing things off here and making Chunks look like he's paranoid. Maybe we should take Chunks' advice to her and start an iodine regimen, just in case she's being the cold-lying witch we all expect her to be, and the St. Louis stuff turns out to be true. Might also be a precautionary step for those of us that made rounds near the power plant lately. Look, I don't know what to think. But maybe we can find out what's really true as Wally keeps decrypting these 100 drones around the area. It's a great thing to have the likes of Captain Anderson and his crew of true Sun defectors right about now. I'm just glad we were able to get the castle revamped finally and make room for those guys there. Anyway, task at hand, clear out the Potomac. You should find Chunks camping out at the Lincoln Memorial. Good luck, agents. End entry.